What's up, everyone? Welcome back to For All Cycle Performance. Just wanted to go through and clarify some of the stuff on our chart because there was a few questions about it yesterday. So we're going to go through and clear that up for everyone who was wondering. So first of all, this is a 2017 ZX10, and we're going to show you our chart here with our air fuel from the 100% throttle position run before we started tuning on any of the partial throttles, which would be 80%, 60, 40, 20, so on and so forth. So we start our runs early. So right here, this red and blue line here, that's our RPM. So we go back here and you look at what it's pointing to, that's 2,500 right there and 2,600 right there. So we start our runs early. It's just how we do our dyno runs. So with this particular bike, it has an electronic throttle valve that does not open until 4,000 RPM. So anything below this 4,000, we're not 100% throttle. We can't tune it. It's not 100% throttle. We can tune it, but in a different throttle position, which we get to later. So really, everything that's relevant is this line here. This red line follows straight down the air fuel all the way there, and we have good air fuel the whole way through. So we run a little rich on the top end. That's perfectly within range. Target 13.0. So the blue line here was before our tuning. So it was extremely lean. Went about normal, about 8,000 RPM. Lean, about normal in the top end, a little bit rich on the top end. Also, we want to show you here, our total horsepower is about 37 horsepower gain. So we're going to look at 176.59 at the time mark, 13.7, not RPM, just the time mark. So we're about there, 13.7, and we're 176. Prior to that, before an ECU flash, we're 139. So we gained about 37 horsepower. So now we're going to go over and look at the stock ECU before anything is done. So let's open that up. Okay, so here is what we do in our Woolwich software. Our electronic throttle valve, full power mode, gear 6. This is what happens. So in your upper RPMs, it shuts down on you. It's only 100% open between 9,000 and 11,000. You do get 100%. Then it shuts down on you. In the earlier RPMs, for an example, 4,000, it's only at 40% open. When you're 100% with your hand, it's only 40% open. Now, of course, we adjust and tune all this to achieve our full horsepower, full torque, and then we tune the fuel accordingly. We're not going to show you our map because that's a top secret, but everything in here we do adjust for our electronic throttle valve, and anything below this 4,000 mark, we don't put it to 100%. So that's why there's not proper fueling at that position. The bike runs fine. It's 100% tuned, all throttle positions, and it has great gains and horsepower and torque. So now that you can see that, and you can see what we actually gained in horsepower in the top end, and our air fuel's perfect, you know, there's no discrepancies in what we do as far as tuning the bikes. We've been doing this a long time. ECU flashing and tuning. So there's our horsepower gains. RPM starts at 2,500. This little section here, that's tuned later. We didn't tune that yet. Thank you very much for following. If you need to get your bike tuned and you're in the ELKTON, Maryland area, give us a call, 610-521-9444, or cell phone 484-919-1684. We'll get your bike the most horsepower we can. Thank you very much.